People think loneliness comes from being by themselves. That's not why I learned it. Some people feel lonelier in a room full of people than they ever do alone. There's a kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being isolated. It comes from being unseen. I used to think that loneliness only showed up when no one was around. But some of the loneliest moments of my life happened in full rooms. The room was loud and people were just talking. I was there listening, present, and just being steady. But something in me felt separate, not disconnected, but well contained. Some people speak as they think. Others learn to think long before they speak. Once you learn restraint, you rarely unlearn it. You start measuring rooms and reading tone and weighing the consequences. You don't stay quiet because you have nothing to say. You stay quiet because you understand what happens when words move the wrong way. In a world that rewards noise, quiet competence disappears. You're not unseen because you're absent. You're unseen because you're dependable. You show up, you handle it, you take care of it, and you stay composed when others fall apart. Over time, people stop checking in. And it's not because they don't care about you, but because you never seem to need anything. Loneliness grows when people assume you're fine. You're functioning. Your partner asks about your schedule. Your bosses and coworkers ask what you're doing next. The world asks what needs to get done. But no one asks what's been heavy. No one asks what you've been carrying. No one asks how often you set things down alone. Eventually, you just stop offering. Not because you're closed, but because explaining feels inefficient. You learn that most people don't actually want to wait. They just want to keep you holding it. The more reliable you become, the less people ask how you're doing. They assume silence means stability, and you let them believe it. And it's not out of pride or out of habit or out of responsibility. It's because you know if you stop holding things, something will fall. And then there are those moments, those quiet moments, when no one is watching, when no role to maintain, no performance. It's just you. And that's when you feel it. Not sadness, weight. That awareness you've been strong for a long time without being known. That feeling isn't weakness. That's honesty. It's the part of you that knows strength without connection still costs something. Someone asked me recently why I keep asking questions. Not what I'm trying to get people to say, but why I even ask at all. And the truth is, I don't ask questions because I don't have answers. I ask because most of us were given answers before we ever learned how to ask the right question. We collect advice and repeat conclusions and still feel stuck. Answers tell you what to do, but questions show you where you are. That's why I keep asking. So if you've ever felt lonely in a room full of people, if you notice that the more dependable you became, the quieter your inner world got, you're not imagining it. And you're not broken. You carrying more than most people ever see. So here's the question. Steady. And it's not emotional. What have you been carrying that no one ever thinks to ask about? No explanation needed. Just name it. That's just one thought. Now what's yours?